Cause you know how I'm feeling? I got my head up high, my back straight. I'm 10 toes down in Florida or anywhere else I go. And I know that no matter what, it's not a on this earth that can ever me in my life. And that's how I want you to walk out of here.
Drake and Future used to be tight, but lately, people say there's secret beef. From skipping video shoots to rumors about the same IG model, it's getting wild. They first linked in 2011 when Drake jumped on the remix of Future's Tony Montana. Future was buzzing in Atlanta, but Drake was already a superstar about to drop Take Care. That cosign was a big deal. It helped Future reach a bigger crowd. Future wanted to shoot a video to promote the song, but when it came time to film, Drake ghosted him. He recorded the verse but didn't show up for the video. Fans started to wonder, was there already drama brewing? Future later admitted in an interview that he felt disrespected when Drake skipped the Tony Montana video shoot. He gave Drake credit for jumping on the remix, but said it could have been way bigger if Drake showed up for the visuals. Future even warned Drake before the remix not to mess up the vibe, since the song meant a lot to him. It was his breakout hit, and he planned to make it the lead single for his album. A bunch of Atlanta rappers had asked to get on the track, but Future turned them all down and gave the spotlight to Drake. He believed Drake would elevate the song. Folks in Atlanta were telling him he should have stuck with local talent, but Future wanted to give fans something fresh. So when Drake bailed on the video shoot, Future felt straight up played. It stung, but they kept things quiet and continued working together. They popped up again on DJ Drama's We In This Beak 1.5. And in 2013, Drake featured on Future's Faux Real off his FBG The Movie mixtape. The tension might have been there from the start, but they kept it under wraps. Drake and Future used to be tight, but lately, people say there's secret beef. From skipping video shoots to rumors about the same IG model, it's getting wild. They first linked in 2011 when Drake jumped on the remix of Future's Tony Montana. Future was buzzing in Atlanta, but Drake was already a superstar about to drop Take Care. That cosign was a big deal. It helped Future reach a bigger crowd. Future wanted to shoot a video to promote the song, but when it came time to film, Drake ghosted him. He recorded the verse but didn't show up for the video. Fans started to wonder, was there already drama brewing? Drake and Future seemed solid. They even worked together on the hook for Lil Wayne's Love Me. Drake had announced Future would be joining his next tour, so everything looked smooth until Future started talking slick in interviews. In August 2013, Future did a radio interview and claimed he inspired Drake's hit Started From the Bottom. He said they were in the studio together when the idea came up. At the time, Future had just dropped a track called Chosen One, where he rapped, "I could have 10 cars and I wouldn't drive one, and when you make it from the bottom, you the chosen one." Future said he used to tell his engineer, "Start it from the bottom," whenever he played the beat. Drake came through the studio, heard Future say it, and allegedly thought it was a bar. Next thing you know, boom, Drake dropped Started From the Bottom and never gave Future credit. According to Future, that whole vibe was born in his session. But Drake ran with it. That moment right there, it almost blew everything up. Drake later thanked Future for helping spark the idea behind Started From the Bottom, one of the biggest tracks of his career. He even gifted Future a massive bottle of Louis XIII cognac as a thank you. But Future wasn't feeling it. He never even opened the bottle. Why? Because according to Future, he didn't want a fancy gift. He wanted credit. He didn't get paid, he didn't get a feature, and he definitely didn't get proper recognition. He called Drake the homie, but deep down, Future felt he should have been on that record. Even though he showed Drake love in public, it was clear he was also throwing shade. Future was basically claiming the idea for Started From the Bottom was all his, and calling Drake out for leaving him off it. Then came more heat. In a Billboard interview, Future said his album Honest was better than Drake's Take Care. He said Drake made an album full of hits, but added, "They don't make you feel the way I do. I want to make you want to fall in love." That line had people talking. Future showed love, saying, "Always love for my fam Drizzy Dre." But that wasn't enough for Drake's camp. Right after the Billboard interview dropped, word got out that Future had been dropped from Drake's tour over those slick comments. It got even crazier. Rumors started flying that Future was suing Drake for $1.5 million for breaking their contract. But Future told MTV News that wasn't true. He said on the first day of the tour, Drake pulled up to his dressing room, said he knew the quote got twisted, and they talked it out. Just like that, Future stayed on the tour. Future also claimed Billboard left out all the positive things he said about Drake just to stir up drama and chase headlines. But here's the catch. He never denied saying his music was better. Drake's known for being real touchy when folks speak on his music. So even if things looked cool on the outside, it wouldn't be shocking if he held onto that behind closed doors. Still, Future was blowing up at the time. Dropping him from the tour could have sparked a massive lawsuit. Business-wise, that move would have backfired hard. Drake might have let the drama slide publicly, but that doesn't mean he fully got over it. When Future dropped his Honest album in April 2014, Drake showed up on the Never Satisfied interlude, but only on the hook. Fans were disappointed it was so short. Later, producer Mike Will Made It released the full version after fans begged for it on Twitter. In the song, Drake raps, "Me and Enoch Future could probably start a group on some Casey and JoJo suck, have these baddies loose." That line had people thinking their bond was real. A few months later, Drake announced he was going back on tour with Future for the Jungle Tour. Then in 2015, Future dropped his iconic Dirty Sprite 2, with Drake being the only feature, on the hit song Where Ya At. This time, Drake actually pulled up for the video shoot, and the track blew up. By then, their connection looked stronger than ever. Future even popped up at OVO Fest in Toronto, and Drake returned the favor with a trip to Magic City in Atlanta, the strip club where Future got his start. Rumors started flying about a joint project, and then boom! In September 2015, they dropped their collab album. What a Time to Be Alive was a straight-up smash. The collab project debuted at #1 on Billboard and sold 375,000 copies in its first week. Huge numbers. It was one of the first times two of the biggest rappers teamed up for a full project, and it shook up the whole game. After that, Future popped up again on Drake's track Grammys from the Views album and hit the road with him on the Summer 16 tour. Their studio chemistry was undeniable. They cooked up hit after hit. But even with all the bangers, something felt off. As time passed, they started linking up less. People began to notice their relationship seemed more like business than brotherhood. In 2017, Future hit The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and when a fan asked him to describe his bond with Drake, he kept it all business. He said they do good business, and when they tour, it's always sold out. Then he added, "I feel like the fans have made our relationship special. We take heed to that. It drives us." Future once said the fans were the driving force behind his connection with Drake. But let's be real, that was his way of saying they were never really friends. They made hits and sold records, but off the mic, there wasn't much of a personal bond. They still teamed up from time to time. Future did background vocals on Blue Tint from Scorpion, and they reunited in 2020 for Life Is Good. Everyone thought things were cool, but something clearly shifted. Their last collab was in 2022 on Wait For You and I'm On One from Future's I Never Liked You album. Wait For You was a huge hit, but neither of them promoted it after the video dropped. They've never even performed it together, only at their own shows separately. Fans started picking up on the weird energy. Then in late 2022, Drake dropped Her Loss with 21 Savage, and some lyrics had people raising eyebrows. On the track More M's, Drake rapped, "I could really go 5 hours in the stadium. What happened to that dude claiming OVO? We traded him." A lot of fans think that was a slick shot at Future. Some fans thought Drake's More M's line was about his old DJ Charlie B, who got kicked out of OVO for allegedly hooking up with the ex-wife of Drake's right-hand man, Chubbs. But now, another theory says Drake might have been taking shots at Future. Future used to rep OVO alongside his own free band's crew. Word on the street is they both messed with the same woman. And that's when the tension started. If that's true, the bars might have been aimed straight at Future. Later in the song, Drake raps, "Nux ain't got love for the boy, so they fake it. Crack a couple of jokes to some baddies on some snake South eats. But if I send a verse, they'll take it. Shoot a video arm around me like we aces." Drake sounds like he's calling out a rapper who talks trash behind his back to a girl he's also seeing. then acts cool for the cameras. Drake also says, "Motherfuck the rapper girl, but you ain't fucked Drake yet." Fans believe he's clowning Future, implying Future might be famous, but he's still not on Drake's level. When Noor hit The Breakfast Club, he said people were telling him Future was tight about Drake dropping a collab album with 21 Savage because it made What a Time to Be Alive feel less special. If Drake and Future were already having problems, it makes sense why Future might feel some type of way. Instead of teaming back up with him, Drake linked with another Atlanta rapper. That had to sting, and things got even messier around that time. Drake started clashing with Metro Boomin, Future's go-to producer. Metro dropped Heroes and Villains the same time Her Loss came out. Drake was supposed to be on the track Trance with Travis Scott and Young Thug, but Metro ended up cutting his verse. Metro said the song was already done when Drake heard it, and after adding Drake's part, he felt like it didn't match the vibe, so he stuck with the original. Drake's version later leaked, and fans were confused why he got left off. In 2023, Heroes and Villains and Her Loss were both up for major awards, but Her Loss swept most of them. Fans say it wasn't even about the music. Drake just had the bigger name. Metro Boomin started airing his frustration on Twitter, claiming Heroes and Villains had more streams than any rap album since 2018, but Her Loss kept snatching all the awards. He eventually deleted the tweet, but not before Drake caught it. Drake didn't stay quiet. He unfollowed Metro on Instagram during a live stream and threw shade, saying tweet and delete moves make him sick. Metro clapped back with the viral tweet, "Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9. Then he downplayed it to a fan, saying the drama with Drake wasn't that deep. But the tension was obvious. Fans also think Drake sent more shots at Future on For All the Dogs. On the track What Would Pluto Do, he name-drops Future's nickname Pluto and raps, "Last time I saw her, she was fing with my king." So the question is, what would Pluto do? He fucked the girl, so I did it too. At first, fans thought it was a shout-out, but now it's looking more like a diss, especially since Future rapped on Rockstar Chain's "Cruelest thing to do is to be cool with a knee" and fucking on his girl. If both of them are talking about the same situation, this could be deeper than music. Drake's bar might have been a subtle reminder to Future that he smashed his girl, but also a way of saying, "You did it first." It was clear something messy was going down behind the scenes, even if they weren't taking direct shots at each other. Yet, that all changed when Future and Metro Boomin dropped We Don't Trust You, a whole album packed with shady bars aimed at Drake. First off, the title alone felt personal. It's a spin on Metro's famous tag, "If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you." So if Metro don't trust Drake anymore, that says it all. Right from the opening track, Future came swinging. He raps, "Fake written all over you, hate written all over you," and then the song samples Smiling Faces Sometimes by The Undisputed Truth, a track all about fake friends who hide their true intentions. Future keeps going, talking about someone pretending to be cool, but really hating on him behind his back, especially over a woman they both messed with. He raps, "You a knock-it #1 fan, dog." Fans instantly thought, "Yep, he's talking about Drake." Future didn't drop Drake's name, but the bars speak loud. On We Don't Trust You, he raps, "Sneak dissin', I don't understand, dog. Pillow talking, acting like a fed, dog. Can't be about a girl 'cause we sharing, dog." Then he throws in, "You and your feelings, why you playing, dog? And give her back shots while she laying down." Yeah, that definitely sounds personal. If fans weren't already convinced there was beef, Kendrick Lamar's feature on Like That sealed the deal. Kendrick went straight at Drake. No disguises, no metaphors. And it wasn't out of nowhere. Drake and Kendrick have had low-key tension for over a decade. It kicked off back in 2013 when Kendrick called out Drake, along with every top rapper, on his now iconic verse in Big Sean's Control. Most rappers brushed it off as friendly competition. But not Drake. He called the verse overrated and started throwing subtle jabs in interviews. Then in 2014, Drake sent shots on the remix to Future's song Shat, rapping, "I took Knox out the hood like I'm from there. You talk about your city like you run that, but I brought my tour to your city, you my son there." That was a clear flex. Drake was reminding Kendrick who really gave him the boost early on. After years of sneak disses, Kendrick finally called out Drake directly, and he did it on a track with Drake's former homie, Future. Unlike that, Kendrick raps, "Yeah, get up with me, fuck sneak dissin'. First-person shooter, I hope it came with 3 switches." That was a direct hit at Drake and J. Cole's collab first-person shooter from For All the Dogs, where Cole claimed he, Kendrick, and Drake were the big 3 in rap. Kendrick wasn't having it. He fired back with, "Motherfuck the big 3. Nope, it's just big me." Straight disrespect. Kendrick's verse had the whole internet on fire. And the fact that it dropped on Future's album? That spoke volumes. Future knows how sensitive Drake is. Letting Kendrick go off like that on his project shows he's fully done caring about their friendship. After the song dropped, fans started digging into the drama and claimed to have found the woman at the center of the Drake versus Future beef. One tweet went viral. "Drake and Future beefing over Amber from The Trap? Be for real." A photo also surfaced of Drake grinning with a bunch of strippers at Booby Trap strip club in Miami, adding even more fuel to the rumors. One of the women in that Booby Trap photo is rumored to be the one Drake and Future are beefing over. A fan even posted a pic from her Instagram, pointing out she goes by Princess Diana, and on We Don't Trust You, Future has a song called Magic Don Juan. Princess Diana. That's when fans thought they cracked the case. But the IG model in question wasn't having it. She posted a video claiming the rumors were false. Metro Boomin also jumped in on Twitter, shutting everything down. When someone tried to expose the girl's socials, Metro replied, "Y'all nucks stop making stuff up for engagement and enjoy the music." So maybe it's not about that specific woman, but let's be real, the bars and sneak disses between Drake and Future scream personal drama. And it definitely sounds like it's about a woman. Since We Don't Trust You dropped, fans have been pressing Drake non-stop. One even yelled at him while he was getting into his car. Drake finally addressed it on stage at a show, saying everybody's been calling to ask how he feels, and he told them, "I feel better than ever, 'cause nobody in life can mess with me." Drake says he's unbothered, but it's obvious, the pressure's getting real. He's stuck in a lose-lose. If he fires back at Kendrick, he better come with serious bars or it'll backfire. And if he claps at Future too, he risks turning half the rap game against him. Some rappers are already picking sides. Nav and Rick Ross both unfollowed Drake on IG during the drama. Drake clapped back by trolling Nav, posting pics from his tour with the caption, "I ain't picking up, I'm in Turks, lil baby." That's a line from Nav's track Turks. Things got so wild, even Drake's dad jumped in. Dennis Graham reposted the More Life cover, an old pic of himself, and joked, "I'm about to drop music. Not sure if it'll sell, but I'll get my homies to beef with Drake and unfollow him so my sock goes #1. He was clearly mocking the drama. Drake also shaded the fake love in the industry. He posted more tour pics with the caption, "They'd rather go to war with me than admit they're their own worst enemy," with a laughing emoji. Drake's a smart dude, so he might already have a diss track locked and loaded. Flint rapper BFB Da Pac-Man was supposed to have a Drake feature on his new album, but when it dropped, fans were confused. "No Drake," BFB said on Twitter that he couldn't get the verse cleared because after Kendrick's diss, Drake's team put everything on pause. So now the talk is, Drake's either cooking up a response or figuring out his next move. As for him and Future, that friendship might be done for good. Future let Kendrick come for Drake on his album. That move alone had the whole game looking sideways. And now, half the industry's flipping on Drake. Will he come back with a fire response and reclaim the throne? Or is this the beginning of the end for Drake's run at the top? Either way, fans are realizing one thing. We might never get another Drake x Future collab again. If you're loving this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments, whose side are you on? Who's